Hey, Bill here with 30 Minute Woodshop. Thanks for joining. Today I want to show you how to make a rack to hold spoke shaves. All right, so I got a ton of spoke shaves here. Well, what I got? Four spoke shaves and a scraper. I want to put those in a rack, and you can see behind me. I've been working on my cabinet here. I have the plain gallery done. I have the plain till done. Planes are in. Things are looking pretty good. Now I got to get these things ready. Okay, so first thing we're going to do, as always, if you want to make this project, all right, go to my website and you can find a little dimension sketch like this. So go to 30minutewoodshop.com. You can find the information you need. To start this project, I'm using some maple that's been hanging around here for a while. It's salvage from a antique bed, single bed that I had laying around here, parts. So all I've done here is to prep these. I've just basically sanded them off. They're 2 3/4 wide, 1/2 inch thick, and 16 inches long. So those are going to be the sides. And then I want to put a back on it, and the reason I'm putting a back on it is because that makes it easy for me to attach it to the back of the cabinet. So I have this piece here that's 5 3/8 by 16 by about 1/4 inch. Okay, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a couple of rabbets in here. Okay, and that way this will sit down flush inside the rabbets. And then I got to come back here. Of course, before I do that, I got to come in here and drill a series of holes and make some slots so I can drop the pieces in. Now, my next step here, because I already have this stuff prepped, is to start making some layout marks. Come on in here and we'll do some layout. Okay, first thing I'm doing here is just striking a line here at 1 inch. Then I'll come down, mark some at 2 3/4. Okay, with those marked out here, all I'm going to do is take a birdcage awl and make a small mark. So when I take it to the drill press, it'll be easy enough to find the center of the hole and drill out my holes. Okay, next thing I want to do is I want to tape these together, because what I want is I want these to be the exact same pieces. So the easy way to do that is tape them together and call it good. Now we're ready for the drill press. Forger bit's all chucked up, and all I'm going to do, and everything's positioned, I'm just going to drop a series of holes really quick through the drill press, and we'll be ready to rock. With the holes in, now what I want to do is I want to mark my 45s. And that gives me an entry into the carrier here, so that as the spoke shaves sit, they don't be falling out. All right. Now I'm using matter of fact, guys, I'm using a sterret. I'll tell you this: if you don't have a sterret in your toolbox, you absolutely need to get one. These things are amazing, made in America. I'll put a link at the bottom. It's expensive, all right, but it's worth the money. And it's one of those tools that you're going to have, and your kids are going to have, and your grandkids are going to have. And all I'm doing is marking lines tangent to the hole so that I can cut them out with a bandsaw. So you can see here, I'll pull this out. The pieces will sit in. It'll be perfect. Okay? Let me finish marking this up and we'll go over to the bandsaw. I have the Timber King chucked up here. I'm going to use that because it's going to give me a super straight cut on these, which is what I want. I could go with the 3/8 or a 1/2 inch, but it's easier to use the Timber King. So let's get started cutting. With my pieces still taped together, what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to put in the rabbets so that my back will fit in. Let's start cutting. And we'll do a little routing here just to soften the edges. Took this out to the laser, got this thing lasered. I figure if you have the tool, you might as well use it. So put my logo on here and a heron. So I think it's kind of cool. Now we're ready for doing some assembly. So all I'm going to do here is, because I already have these things grooved, I'm just going to go ahead and hold it together with a couple of rubber bands, and then I'm going to tack it with a couple of 5/8 nails. Okay, let's wrap this up with some boiled linseed oil. All I'm going to do is do a little bit of flooding and wipe this stuff on, let it cure, start to cure, wipe it off, and then we'll be good to go once it's cured up. Let's get started. Wow, what a great project. And useful too. Now I'm going to hang this up in my cabinet back here. I don't exactly know where yet, but I'll figure that out in a little bit. But what I also did here, I put a couple notches here at the top so I could put my draw knife up here. So this is going to be a really great way to organize my tools and be able to access them super easy. Right now, they're kind of all piled up here and there on shelves and whatnot, and I can't get to them. So this way, got a great way to get a hold of them, great way to store them in a safe manner. So pretty cool. Now, with all that said, let's put this down for a second. Dimension sketch is available, okay? Go down here to 30minutewoodshop.com. Now make sure, if you're using the dimension sketch, you adjust this for whatever tools you have, so that makes it really easy for you guys. Then hope you got something out of this. If you did, do me a favor, hit like and subscribe. And hey, until next time, good making.